time a new Yinzer generation, everybody shout, "This team sucks!"
Oh, jeez. All right, Bob.
Something I thought of like right before we went on the air. But welcome to Boys in the Burgh, the podcast all about Pittsburgh, these boys, and talking about today about the 2025 recap of the Pittsburgh Pirates baseball season. So my name is Chris Speranza.
I'm JJ, and I want to shout out Brooks, who was the one that suggested we do this episode. So thank you, Brooks, if you're listening.
Yeah, thank you, Brooks. Thank you for putting us through the torture of having to talk about this.
However, he did, with us talking about this, got to bring on a guest star today, who's I don't even know what accolades we can bring up. Chris, do you have anything for this man?
Best drummer in the world. That's about it.
Oh no.
Best shaped bald head
in the world
I've ever seen.
Which world?
Forget
Mars.
about the United States. The whole world. Everybody with us today, we have an old friend of ours and Pittsburgh Pirates enthusiast, Mr. Chuck Moore with us.
Thank you. Only enthusiast for the first couple weeks of the season.
Now, before
As
I get
per
into
tradition.
a couple other things, so if you want to go ahead and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, you can find us at Boys in the Burgh. I think I'm trying to reboot the YouTube channel a little bit, so find us on YouTube also. Listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcast. You can give us a 5-star review. You can leave a comment. And you know what? Click that subscribe button while you're at it. I know your finger's right there. Just go ahead. Just do a little touchy right there. And that'll be out perfect.
Yes, touch us right there. Anyway.
So, yeah, today about the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I also want to say, because Chuck is the greatest drummer in the world, back in the days, we had a little band that we had going on. And looking at these 3 little squares right here brings me back to the band Three-Way Street.
Oh boy. You know, the fall festival just happened this past weekend. I think I saw too. Came up on my Facebook.
I went by it. I went by the fall festival, and it reminded me of when I had my very short solo career, much like the Pirates. It just died after 2 weeks. And I opened the fall festival. I shit you not. There was a dog costume parade, and then I performed. There was hundreds of people there for the dog costume parade. As soon as the parade was over, everyone left, and it was just me with my guitar.
Sounds pretty on brand.
So the fall festival, that was our Super Bowl. But yeah, other than that, Chuck has had other drumming adventures. So you could talk about it.
Oh yeah. No, it's been fun. I don't really do it much anymore. Since becoming a dad, it's a full-time job in itself, so I haven't really had time to get out and play much. But about last 7-8 years, it's been a long ride, and it's been fun, and I don't regret taking the time off though. It's been a heck of a time being with family and hanging out and not dealing with the traveling and the late nights and the craziness, but it's good to be back, and it's fun. It was fun. It was a good time, but I think I like being a dad and being home better.
See, that's it. Have kids and kill your dreams. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It enhances your dreams. It enhances.
No.
Yeah, but I mean,
they're gonna be.
You bring up
They're gonna be following the footsteps, so that's for sure. I mean, they're already starting. So.
Oh, nice. It's incredible how I feel like this all like everything came together when you and I met at Bradford when we were going to school in Pittsburgh. And like I like to think that the 3 of us together kind of helped start this dream of doing band stuff, because you were like really, really great in marching band at Charleroi.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know, man. I like to think that we were a little tiny part of this awesome career you had as a drummer, and what a fun couple of years it was watching you, bud.
Yeah, it definitely gave me like the like I really want to do this feel, So I definitely got into it, and I was like 2013, I think was my first like year out, like playing hard. And I mean, it was three nights a week, mostly 2, 3 nights a week through the summer. And we were playing festivals and fairs and bars where I didn't even know where I was in the middle of nowhere. Not sure where you got there, how you got there, but um, it's I opened for a lot of really cool artists over the time being. So I had to meet some cool guys on the way and meet some good musicians, and had a chance to go down Nashville for a little bit and check out that scene. So that was fun. At least got to check that bucket list and say I got to play in a bar in Nashville. So that'd be cool to talk about. But yeah, no, it was fun.
Which
What's that?
which bar was it?
It was the Tin Roof. Yeah, and I
Oh,
can't remember.
okay.
Yeah, so they do a lot of songwriter showcases down there, and we went down and played like a two-piece acoustic, just one song for a showcase. And then in 2016, I went down and I did a drummers weekend. So it was like a paid camp with Jason Aldean's drummer, Rich Redmond, and there was a ton of cool guys down there. I got to meet the drummer for Corn. Um, he's an awesome guy. He went to York, so he's like right up the road. Um,
What?
yeah, he went to York High School, and he's from just right up the road here. So got to talking to him. I had no idea he was a local guy. And we just got to talk. I didn't even know who he was at first. And he was like, "Yeah, I played for Corn." And I was like, "Oh, like like the Corn with a K, like the band Corn." Like, and he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Wow, that's incredible." And um so I got to hang out with him for a little bit, and then we played, I can't remember the bar's name. It's been too long, but we all got to play with a house band. Everybody did the camp for like a final night. And the one of the percussionists from Zach Brown band was on the stage. There was like another local session drummer, Jason Aldean's drummer. Like everybody got on stage. And it was just a fun time, man. It was like exactly what you would think Nashville would be. Except, without the fame and fortune that came after it, but the long ride back to Pennsylvania. Yeah. So, but no, that was fun. I did that, and then kind of gained some experience from it, and really pushed me to really play more and practice more and work on my skills. Because seeing those guys play down there, and then you see yourself play, and you're like, well, here's my stuff. You can have it. I'm never coming back to the scene. They're just incredible, man. I mean, they're just top notch musicians, and that's why they're in that role, and that's why they're down there. So, but yeah, it was fun, and then just rode out for a little bit and kind of got burned out. And here we are, just hanging out and working and talking to you guys.
Yeah. Awesome. And the minute like you started drumming with us, and even though it was just like a little band that was just something on the side, but you could just instantly tell. Like I remember you coming over to us and just being like, "Hey, I have an opportunity to drum for this band. Do you want me to do it?" I went, "Absolutely, definitely do it,"
Yeah,
because
well, I
like,
think Chris, you played the first show I played with them too. I think
hmm
we needed a guitar
yeah,
player. You came out and you jammed with us for a little bit, and I remember that night.
yeah,
It was
it was. Do you mind me saying?
what's that? I missed you.
Do you mind me saying the band?
No, go ahead. No, that's fine.
Yep, the Tim Litvin Band and
Yes,
the
I did.
Nature.
The Nature Boys. Yeah, I was a Nature Boy for shoot 5, 6. What was it? 5 years. Yeah, 5 years. I played consistently with that band, and I mean, it was a lot of fun, man. We did 4 or 5 albums with him. We recorded anywhere from professional studio up in Pittsburgh, all the way to some guy's basement in Morgantown. Like we were wherever we can get a shot to get some music on a record, man. We were there doing it, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, he let me pretty much take the reins on all of his albums for the drumming, and he never really critiqued anything. It was as long as it made sense, and he let me kind of have the freedom to do what I want on his records. And yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I mean, he's still pumping out songs, and he redid a few of the songs that I played on, back in like 2015, 2016, and the drummer on his album now kept the drum parts pretty much the same from what I did. So that's pretty cool knowing that like that worked so well that somebody else came in and they just ran with it and kind of kept it the same. So, um, yeah, I mean, it was fun times, man. But it's good to see him still out there working hard, and he's doing his thing, and that's good for him. It's good to see.
Yeah, and I remember, 2 things about him. One, I remember just jamming with him, and he's a very chill guy. I had a really good time jamming with him. And
Hmm.
second thing, I do, as we all know from this podcast, I do professional wrestling on the side also.
Yes,
And Tim Litvin was at one Rise Wrestling show, which I did see him.
I believe it. Yeah, he was a big wrestling fan back when I hung out with him, so I believe it.
That so no, that's awesome to hear about everything that you've done. And I'm here to talk about the future,
Wait, do you mind
which
if I slide in here real quick?
can I say my setup real quick?
Okay, go ahead.
The future, which the Pirates don't have.
I just wanted to say that one of my favorite shows I ever went to see Chuck live, the bar had a buffet with like hunky hand grenades and turkey and ham. I don't know where this was,
What?
but it was
Where were
amazing. I was
we?
sitting there. It was somewhere out in the country, but I was like, I had my buffet plate, my beer, and I was like, this is the life, man.
Man, I think I would remember that show, but we had a lot of good food. I mean, I think the best, and that's the best part about it too, man, is you get a lot of these bigger shows, you get catering. And we went and we played at the Butler Fair one year, and we opened
Ooh.
for, yeah, we opened for Confederate Railroad. Like, and those guys, I mean, they're like in their 60s when we played for them, and they were still killing it, man. They showed up, and we got off stage. It was like, I don't know, 7:30ish, sun's going down. It was like 90 some degrees, middle of July. And they were like, come over here to this tent. And then we were like, okay. And we walked in and they had a full buffet of food in there, all you can eat. And like coolers, like 8 foot long coolers just stocked with booze, like all the beer you can even think of. And they were like, help yourself, guys. I mean, this will be here all night. And I'm like, wow. I mean, they were class act, man. Every opening band that was there with us that night, I think there was 2 other support acts behind us, and I mean, we feasted for the night. They took care of us. So, yeah, I mean, that's one good thing. Catering for some of these bigger shows is super cool to have. And I mean, no, the country music industry is like no other, man. They take care of their artists, that's for sure.
Yeah, it sounds much like WWE. How just like people have like catering in the back is just like eat. And I think
Yeah.
even the show that like I performed at, they were just like, "Come on, eat all the food." Like I was like playing, and they're just like, "Have some food." I'm like, I'm playing."
That or the guys that bring the shots up to the bar and like or to the stage from the bar, and they'll like come up to the stage and start handing you beers, and you just start siphoning beers back to the band. And you're like, guys, I gotta drive home after this. Like, I'm 4 hours away. Like, you need to chill out. And they're like, there was a point in
That
time at one, they were bringing shots to the stage like it was no one's business, and I had an empty cup next to me on the floor, and they would like cheers, and then I would pretend to chug it, and then I would dump the shot down in the cup next to me on the floor, and I had 2 red Solo cups filled to the top with just mixed alcohol. I didn't even know what it was by the time that show was done. I would have been done if I was taking those shots, but I was just putting them in my cup below and just, thanks for another one. Empty it. Thanks for another one. I felt bad the guy was paying for it, but I wasn't trying to take him. I didn't even know what he was giving me half the time, and that's never a good mix. But it was a wild
No,
time,
no,
man.
not at all.
I could
it's so
probably
much
do
like
like a
independent.
2 hour podcast on this stuff too, man. Just the stories behind what I saw.
Well, we'll do an episode. We'll do a full episode for that because I'm really interested. Like, we're just gonna hit record and go, all right, Chuck, let's talk.
There's some story.
That it's so much like independent wrestling because I remember one time I wrestled in York, Pennsylvania, and it was like a 4-hour drive also. And then like I got home at like 3 in the morning, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah, that's kind of where it happened to me is like we had, the girls were only a couple months old, and my wife's home alone with them and I'm getting in at 4 in the morning. And, I just, it was got to the point where I was like, I can't keep doing that. I mean, there might be a time I get back in it, but it's just ever since COVID hit, like the music scene just died around here, man. Like it just, I don't know. Bands don't really play like they used to. Bars don't pay the money like they used to pay. Um, COVID really killed the music scene in Pittsburgh. And I mean, there's some bands around that are still kicking it pretty good and playing every fair every year. And they're in with Y108, they're in with Froggy, they're doing their thing. And it's fantastic to see. But no one really is branching out and booking just random bands. They just have their go tos that they go to now. So I don't know. We'll see
Yeah.
if the opportunity comes around. I'll take it for sure, but it's got to be a good opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, much like the go-to Andrew McCutcheon.
Yeah, let's talk some Pirates and about all that
Yeah.
fun stuff that's besides Paul Skenes.
Yeah, enough about me. Let's
And
talk
his
about these guys.
So
Well,
I typed in to ChatGPT because I love ChatGPT. Just like what has the Pirates done? Because I don't watch baseball. JJ doesn't watch baseball. That's why we have you on here. So we're just gonna kind of see how accurate this is.
okay.
So basically, it says key moments: managerial change. Derek Shelton was fired on May 8th after a poor start, 12-26, and bench coach Don Stronger, second half. What's it say? Under Kelly, the team improved, though not enough to contend.
About accurate.
Yeah, as of this podcast episode, the Pirates are eliminated from the playoffs, so there will be no Bucktober.
Oh, I think they were eliminated late
And
August.
I think you're right.
But kind of talk to us, Chuck, as a Pirates fan. What happened with the manager? I'm still as far back as the guy who's manager for the Rockies now. I forget his name, but like I'm
Clint
as far
Hurdle.
back
Hurdle.
as that.
Clint
Clint
Hurdle, yeah,
Hurdle,
he
yes.
hasn't coached in a while. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I think they just thought a coaching change was going to really fix the Pirates, and it's not. It's not the coaching really at all. Um, just like that video you sent us yesterday, Joe. It's batters, man. These guys cannot pick up good hitters, and they cannot draft good hitters. Um, I was just kind of looking at some statistics earlier just to kind of get a good idea of what was going on, and so like right now, Brian Reynolds is their best batter, and that's a shame because right now he's ranked 107th in the league for batting average, and that's your best average. That's your best batter on your team. So I mean, you're not going to win games like that. So I think that's their issue is they need to get some good heavy hitters in there, and stop leaving guys on base. I mean, I think they left over 5,000 guys on base this season. Yeah.
My
So I
God.
mean, they get the singles, they get the doubles, but they don't really have anybody to drive in the runs, and I mean that's what's really killing them.
That
Hear
makes
me
sense. I
out.
mean, it seems like the Pirates have always been consistent with pitchers. We've always had decent pitchers, but batting averages, you're right. Like I've noticed, like it's just the inning starts and ends so quick because we're just not doing anything.
Hear me out. Japanese players. We just need to add more Japanese players. It
I
worked
think
for
they
the Los
tried that.
Angeles Dodgers. Oh
You
yeah, and
can't
he
go.
did something bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you really I think they tried Japanese players and it didn't really work out for them too well. They're pretty much they're leaning their entire team on Brian Reynolds, who's just like a 30-some-year-old dad who just, looks like he plays for your local softball team. Uh it's just it's sad to see, man. I mean, you gotta pay the money and get the good players. And I think for as long as, that man runs that team, or owns that team, I don't think they're ever going to pay to get the good players.
Now, are there any like crazy key moments that happened this season that made you have a little bit of hope? Because I know all the time it's before the All-Star break and it's just like, all right, it might happen, and then nothing happens. Were there any key moments like in the first half of the season? Any games in
Yeah.
particular?
Yeah, so I believe it was in June, middle of June, we swept the series with the Phillies. And I mean, it wasn't long after the new coach took over, and they came in and they went 3-0 against the Phillies, and I was like, there might be a chance here. Like there might be a chance. And then they came out and I think they lost to the Cubbies like 2-1 in the series or 1-2 in the series with the Cubs. But they hit a good streak mid-season too. I think they hit, oh man, it was a good 7 or 8 games straight they were winning. Um, and like good wins too, not just pulling it out in the ninth inning. Like they were getting some good wins, and then it just dwindled away, man. I don't know. They just started playing bad again. They sent one of their second best batters, O'Neal Cruz, to the minors over one play.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys saw that. Um, that hit in the outfield, dropped behind him in the outfield, and I think it was McCutcheon was going for it. Yeah, McCutcheon was going for it, or one of the right fielder was going for the ball, and he just kind of gave up running towards the ball, which caused a run for the opponent team, and then they sent him down to the minors. And I'm like, now you don't. I mean,
Oh my
that was one of
that's
your
why they did
second
that?
better hitters. Like he made one mistake. He's having a bad day. You don't. They sent him to the minors, and then yeah, I think he finally came back eventually. But it just you could see the team. Oh, I think I'm reconnecting.
sounds like the Pirates way.
It does.
Just
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know I live down here, but I've seen posts all over the place about people buying billboards that say "Fire Bob Nutting" or "Sell the team Bob Nutting." So, like, it's so clear that, like, a change needs to happen, but it's like, who's the owner of the Cowboys that's, like, gonna hold on to them until he dies? Jerry Jones?
yeah, Jerry
Yeah.
Jones. Jerry Jones is the guy that is a uh had cancer
Oh,
and
what? Oh my gosh.
no, I think he had some kind of disease, and the Cowboys players were just like, "Dang it, he lived."
I was like, "Where are you going with this?"
I don't know. You and I were the ones that one time talked about what were we talking about, JJ? I think it was 9/11, and I was just like, "Well, Optimus Prime."
I'm starting to be concerned about you. Hire all the Japanese players, this stuff about this guy. I don't know anymore, man.
About
So
9/11,
Yeah,
Pearl Harbor.
seriously.
so to give a quick on the Flight 93, the last thing
Oh
they
my
said on the
okay,
phone
yes.
was "Let's roll," and in the Transformers movie, Optimus Prime says "Let's roll."
For all listeners, back up 5 seconds and just fast forward.
But we can't talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates without talking about Paul Skeens. Like,
Oh
Chuck,
boy.
what kind of hope did Paul give you that the Pirates might actually be a legitimate team on the pitching side, at least?
I'm gonna go with none. And I'm gonna tell you why. Um, because when you have 4 to 5 starting pitchers and only one of them is pitching 100 mile an hour, I mean, you're still not gonna win enough games. Um, and honestly, Skeens is only good because, and I'm gonna compare this, and people are gonna argue with me, and I don't care if they do, but Paul Skeens is only good because he's in the same bullpen as terrible pitchers. I mean, the dude went 9-9 this
Fair.
year. He went 9 for 9 this year. He is down on the list. I mean, there's at least 20 good pitchers above him that are just their ERAs. I mean, I think he has the best ERA, but um, his win percentages is just garbage. I mean, he's a good pitcher. I think he's a mediocre to a good pitcher. I don't think he's great. We've had way better in the past. AJ Burnett, Garrett Cole, Charlie Morton. I mean, we've had some good
Yeah.
pitchers in that bullpen, and we've had good closers. Tell me right now. I mean, I bet in the past 2 years there hasn't, or 3 years even, there hasn't been a closing pitcher to come out of that bullpen that people are stoked about to see. I forget his name, who it was. Back in
There
2013,
was Hammerhand.
2014. Hammerhead, that's it. Yep, hammer time. I mean, we don't have closers. We don't have guys that come in and we know that the job's going to get done, and the bullpen needs some help to go along with the hitters. So, Paul Skeens, he's good. He's not good enough. He's going to end up somewhere like the Yankees. And then he's going to go to the Yankees, and he's
And
going
be
to be a
better.
Garrett. He's going to be a Garrett Cole, and he's just going to get out thrown by all those guys in New York, and then he's just going to fizzle away like most of them do. But yeah, I mean, there's going to be some Steen haters that are going to come at me, or people that come at me thinking I'm being a hater towards him. But I mean, it's the reality is he's just a mediocre guy. I mean, we're not in the October. We're not going to play in October. So come talk to me when we do.
Let me ask you this. So he
Uh-huh.
won Rookie of the Year. Why do you think he won Rookie of the Year then? Like, just out of curiosity, because I don't know that much
Uh,
about him. I just know that the Pirates are holding up on a pedestal. So like, I'm just curious what your thoughts are on that.
yeah, I mean, yeah, he won Rookie of the Year. There's probably some things that go into that I really don't look into or care to look into. I mean, yeah, like I said, I mean, he was a good pitcher, but he probably outpitched all the rookies. Um, and he
That
played
makes
better
sense.
better than
Okay.
both of the rookies. I mean, like, name some other. I couldn't even name you other rookie pitchers in the league last year. So, but yeah, I mean, it's just compared to just he's going up against some really bad pitchers. Um, so it makes him look like he's a lot better. I mean, he's got a heck of a fastball. Don't get me wrong. He pitches well over he triple digits in his fastball range. Went to an all-star game, but he needs to tighten it up and get more of those wins and stop letting batters get on base.
Now, JJ, is it okay if I ask a question?
Please, yeah.
Is Andrew McCutchen still a factor?
You
It's for
asking me?
anybody. The floor's open. The floor's
Oh,
open to anybody.
From what I've been told, and Chuck, correct me if I'm wrong in saying this, but he's just kind of there as like a Pittsburgh icon, and he doesn't really do too much. Whoa, that's what I've
yes.
heard though.
Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head with that one. He came back to Pittsburgh and people love him just for who he is. I mean, he's a great guy, obviously. I mean, he played well, when he was here the first time. I mean, he played some good ball. Um, but he's not I don't think he's in his prime like he was. And I think it's one of those things where he wanted to come back to Pittsburgh to retire. And I think he's gonna retire here and be done here.
Have you guys in the Bible read the story of Samson, who was the guy that once his head was shaved, he lost all his powers? I feel like that is McCutcheon. He lost his dreads, and then he was like, "Oh no, I can't bat to save my life."
What?
I think that happened to me actually
Uh,
too. I shaved my head and lost all my powers. Uh, yeah, no. Is that what happened to you, Joe?
oh, buddy,
Back in the
it
Bradford
was
days, you just
2000.
shaved your head at Bradford and lost everything.
I lost everything much before Bradford, buddy. No, I'm just kidding. But really, like with McCutcheon, he whenever he had his dreads and he was young and it was 2013. That 2013 run with Clint Hurdle, Jason Bay, Jason Grilly, Pedro Alvarez, Josh Harrison, Neil Walker, AJ Burnett, Garrett Cole. That was like the team, and nothing
Mhm.
happened.
Well, they went to the wild card game, I believe, that year.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, boys. I don't watch much Pirates baseball, but I will go back and watch that clips that like the chant going to the pitcher, Cueto, Cueto. Like I'll watch that sometimes and be like, PNC Park can be a playoff baseball town. Like they
Mhm.
can, but they just don't. It's just so close every time.
Yeah, it's not in the cards for him. I mean, even when they
Yeah,
had the,
and just
All-Star
like
game here.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
sorry, I
right.
cut
Yeah,
you
they
off.
did.
Yeah. Yeah, the All-Star game even when they had that here back in heck, I don't even know when that was. Long time ago, but I mean, the stadium was just a whole different atmosphere. And I mean, that was like playoff baseball. That was October baseball right there.
yeah, I miss that playoff time. Like I said, I'll just watch like that clip sometimes. Every single time when he drops the ball and the camera goes back to the crowd, there's this one like dad that's standing like, ah!
Bat dad.
Like go back and watch it. You'll see the one guy I'm talking about out of all those people, and I'm just like, damn, damn, I wish I was more into baseball, but this town has killed me forever from ever liking baseball. I'm trying to think of something else.
I mean,
Spencer Horwitz is someone else that ChatGPT brought up. Like, said he had a grand slam during a sweep of Detroit. Now, was that a turning point moment or not really?
No, I don't even know when that was. I might have missed that series against Detroit. Honestly, let me see here. How long ago they played Detroit? Couldn't have been too long.
it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? I think it was back in what, maybe July or August?
might have been when I would gave up on them. When I was like, "Well, this is it." Well,
That's
they're
fair.
winning right
That checks
now.
out.
They're beating the Reds 4-2 right now, so that's hope.
Oh, yeah, they're playing, they have the Reds, and I think they have the Cardinals are the last couple games here.
Yeah. And
Mm.
also the fact that like that guy hit a grand slam. I'm sure like for the Pirates to get people through the door, they're like, "See, we made a bobblehead of him." First
Oh god.
first 500 people to get in here gets a free bobblehead.
Don't make a bobblehead out of
That's,
anybody. I mean,
Speaking of bobbleheads, I'm sorry, but how have they not made one of the pirate parrot?
oh, they had to have. Maybe not
We
this year, but they had to have at some point.
we got to find out because that would be like a hot seller, like a bobblehead of that. And I think I have a bobblehead of the old announcer that I don't I forget his name. He's the one that says, "Oh, it's a chicken on the hill" or something like that. They have a restaurant in PNC Park based off of that name.
Oh
I
gosh, you
don't
did your
know.
research.
I didn't do
Yeah.
any research. This is just stuff I know. Chuck, do you know what was that announcer's name?
Oh, shoot. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank on their names.
Myron Cope.
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Really lost it.
But anyway, man, so, do you wanna hear some history?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Hit me with some history.
I'm gonna hit you a little bit of history. So, the Pirates started in 1882. So,
Makes sense.
like, they've been around forever. They started out it was a league with Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Louisville, and St. Louis, and that was it. And then in 1887, they joined the actual National League. They won 5 World Series championships, 9 National League pennants, and 9 National League East Division titles between 1969 and 1993. So, like, Pittsburgh Pirates, they were known for being a winning team. They did a lot of stuff. Um, they played in Forbes Field. Do you know where that
Yeah.
Forbes Field was at?
Yep. That's Hillman Library in Oakland.
Exactly. There's still that we did that, we need to do an episode on it still, but there's that wall that's still left over from the outfield.
There is actually a group of people who actually they go to this. We watched it in the Oakland thing.
Mhm.
They go to a wall and they listen to the 1979 World Series win, I think.
Yeah, and that's still going on today, isn't it?
Yeah. And if it wasn't for that Oakland video, I wouldn't have known that.
Which we are gonna break that down. That is gonna happen soon. But man, they moved from Forbes Field in Oakland. They played there from 1909 to 1970 to Three River Stadium from 1970 to 2000, and they've been at PNC Park from 2000 till now. So our whole existence, I mean, before I don't really remember Three River Stadium that much, but I do remember PNC Park, obviously.
Yeah. Chuck, have you been in Three River Stadium?
Sorry, I lost service for a little bit there. Three Rivers. Oh
Oh, you're
yeah, yeah.
fine.
We used to go to Pirate games all the time. I don't remember much of it. I was
Yeah.
too little, but
We, JJ and I, we saw the implosion of it.
Yeah, we were on top of the steel building and got to watch it implode.
oh wow. No, I don't even know where I was when they did it. I watched it on TV somewhere.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
sure they had that aired all over the place, just like that was like Pittsburgh's Super Bowl for a week. Just like WTAE, KDK, just like let's watch the building implode.
Um,
Did you said 5 World Series, right?
yes, so the Pirates have won 5 World Series, 9 National League pennants, 9 National League East Division titles, and made 3 appearances in the wild card games, but that was between 1969 and 1993. So in that time period, they did a lot of winning.
So, that means they've been to 9 World Series.
I think. I know obviously 5. I don't know if they've been to 9 though. I think the National League pennants are just like they won their division.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find out, just like, how many World Series they were actually in because, you know, if they have a losing record in the World Series, that makes sense.
Ironically, they were at the inaugural, like the very first World Series in 1903 was against the Boston Americans and the Pittsburgh Pirates.
The
And
Boston
we lost it.
Americans.
Yeah.
The Boston Americans, baby.
See, we were at least in the first World Series. At least that was a thing.
Exactly. And I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but I like to give a little history, Chuck, just to kind of break down some like cool history of the like whatever we're talking about. Did you guys
Yeah.
know Bing Crosby, Michael Keaton, and Regis Philbin all were co-owners of the Pirates?
I did not know that. That's crazy.
Regis.
You all want to be millionaires? Let's own the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Here's my friend Bob Nutting.
Give me. Well, what about the fun fact that Bob Nutting also owns Seven Springs Resort?
Does he really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's been
I'm
for a
surprised
while
it's not
now,
him
huh?
going.
Mm-hmm.
That's so
Yeah.
weird. Ugh.
It's not that weird. I mean, people who are millionaires don't just own one baseball team. They also own a baseball team and a resort. So,
That's
Maybe
true.
you should
That's
sell the
true.
resort for some good batters.
Yeah. Yeah. Right?
Come on, Bob. I always try and bring some Pittsburgh stuff back to North Carolina just because I'm living here and I think there's always a really cool connection between Pittsburgh and North Carolina. The high A minor league team for the Pittsburgh Pirates is the Greensboro Grasshoppers from Greensboro, North Carolina. So there's a little cool connection there for you.
How about the other connection that I used to live in Indianapolis, and the Indianapolis Indians were, I think it was the Triple A affiliate or minor league team, something like that.
Triple A.
And
Yep.
Triple A, if you go to an Indianapolis Indians game, it is fun. It's a lot of fun. We took my dog there to bark in the park, and she's a little 7-pound dog, and she was bad the entire time.
Wait. Was the event called Bark in the Park, or did you take her there to just bark in the park?
Yes. Both.
Outstanding.
She was a bad dog that day, and she slept like a baby.
Speaking of dogs, not to go way off tangent here, Chuck, you still got some puppy dogs there?
I just have one.
Now, if you ever took your
You
dog to bark in the park, would it be a bad dog or a
No.
good dog?
I would never take them. That answers your question. Listen, I have a half Australian Shepherd, half cattle dog mix.
Whoa.
He is, yeah. Oh, he's barking right now. He must have heard me talk about him. He could be the most loving dog in the world, but he is full of energy. I mean, he does not stop. He just goes, and then he's got the dog next door. He's got some kind of rivalry with them. They're constantly going at each other. Actually, it might be his friend. I think I kind of have a rivalry with the dog. I don't like the neighbor's dog at all. So, because it gets my dog running, and then it messes up my grass, and then I'm like, well, that's now you're making my yard muddy because you're making my dog run, and it's just a whole big thing.
Don't worry, I got roosters in my backyard. That's fun.
Yeah, that is fun. I got roosters at work that like to chase me when I get out of my truck when I get there, but
I
have
have a
alligators.
dog. bring your
I
dog,
was
it
anxious.
will destroy them.
No. We have actually found 2 squirrels now in our backyard that had no heads left.
Oh my god! What?
Yeah. Yeah, he just I don't know if he found them dead or if he killed them, but he just ate the heads right off the squirrels, man. I mean, I just found the bodies left. So,
Outstanding.
So
I have
yeah.
gators in my backyard, so if y'all wanna bring your dogs down here, we need some help.
He's
so
more along the livestock range, not really chasing dangerous, deadly crocodiles, alligators. Um, I think he's too fearless to chase one of those, or he would just climb right in their mouth.
Oh
And
my
try
god.
to Yeah, he'd be like, "Well, I'm not close enough. Let me see how close I can get to you and bark in your face," and that'd be about it.
Nice.
So,
that was a pretty fun tangent, JJ. But much like
yeah, thanks for that.
bark, the bark being louder than the bite, or whatever phrase you want to use. So, are there any other? Shut up. Are there any other final conclusions about this Pittsburgh Pirates? Do we have hope for next year? Do we have hope for the next 5 years, 10 years, 15? How
Um,
far do I got to go out?
I don't know. I mean, there hasn't been hope in the past 30. So,
You're not
we
wrong.
made one playoff run in, I don't know, 20 some years, almost 30 years now. Like I said, as long as Nutting's in charge, I don't think anything's going to change. They just need some fresh management, fresh ownership, and it's going to take a while for them to build that back up. But I think the Pittsburgh fan base needs to actually do what they say and lay off of supporting the team for a little bit, and maybe that might help. Stop giving the Pirates all your money, and because they're getting what they want, they're getting their cash, they're getting their cash flow, whether they win or lose. So why waste your cap money on good players when the Pittsburgh fan base is going to show up? I mean, look at the White Sox last year, for example. The White Sox were the worst team in the entire MLB. I mean, they lost 120 games, I think, 118 games, and I think their attendance was done. I mean, they had maybe like 100 people in attendance every game night, and they got it turned around, and they're having a slightly better season. Pirates are still doing worse than they are, but no, they made changes and they saw what happened because it hit their pocketbooks, and I think that's what we need to do as a city is we got to hit their pocketbooks and stop giving them the money and stop giving them the attendance, and maybe they'll make some moves to try to make this team better.
How hard is that though, as Pittsburgh fans? Because I don't know about you guys, every summer to me was like, it's summer, time to go to a Pirate game. Like, it's gonna be a hard thing to get them to
It,
do.
it's hard because of what baseball is in this town. Is it's such a family event. Like people go to there's so many people that go to the games that they don't care if they win or lose. Right? I mean, you're going for the food, you're going for the atmosphere, you're going for the fun time. So you know, to change that mentality is going to be really hard. And I think the Nuttings know that. They know that this is a baseball town. It doesn't really matter how the Pirates are going to do. They're going to take their beatings on Facebook and 96.1's going to have Facebook comments about the Pirates season every year. And, they're going to make fun of them for a little bit. But, come end of April next season, you're going to see almost a sold out PNC Park. And it's just going to keep rotating, keep doing what they do.
Mhm.
And that's just my thought.
That sounds hopeful. So,
A little bit. I mean, I hate you're catching me right at the start of hockey season, so that's where my focus lies right now is the Penguins, and hopefully they get their stuff together this year because they had a miserable season last year. So
yeah.
I'm hoping they get it together.
I mean, they did have Marc Andre last night.
Yes, he came back for the one game.
And then he retired.
He's done. He's gone.
So it's safe to say you don't really care about the Steelers.
No, I do. I think they've also turned themselves around. I didn't care for the Steelers for a little bit for a while, just because of their attitudes. I didn't like the way Tomlin treated or yeah, pretty much treat his players and let them kind of run wild on him a little bit. But I think he's getting the locker room together, and I think he's getting the respect that he needs in that locker room. And the guys coming in are fresh guys, and well, not too fresh. You got 70-year-old Aaron Rodgers, but uh, you got good young guys right out of college coming in that are learning how to behave up front. I think the hooligans are gone. And I think the team is really turning itself around, and I mean they're going to be Super Bowl contenders, not just wild card contenders. I think it's going to take some time, but I think it was a good move on Tomlin by shaping himself up and getting his team back in shape.
Yep, and then also getting rid of George Pickens has helped out tremendously already, as we saw he had a meltdown, which, I hate to say that because the guy's super talented, but just like at the same time, it's just like you got to mature sometime. Like you got to be like, take the L. You know what I mean? Like you lost.
Yeah, yeah, and I think having a DK in that locker room is a good look too. I mean, he's a mature, older player. He's not like a young, I think I'm the best player in the world kind of guy. So I mean, I think he's calming that wide receiver core down a little bit and getting them. You got some younger guys that are just kind of learning from him. So they got their heads on straight this year. They'll get it together.
Yeah, awesome. So, yep, I'd say anything else to add about the Pittsburgh Pirates, JJ?
Just a statement about baseball in general. Everyone knows it's really about the Mets, baby. The Mets, baby. Get another home run, baby.
That's right. That's right. The Mets, the Mets, the Mets.
I have in my notes all Pittsburgh Pirates stuff, and then for some reason, in all capitals, I have the Mets, baby. The Mets.
It's not about the money, Spider Man.
About the Mets. No, I agree with Chuck. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with Chuck that the Pirates, there needs to be a culture change with the city and with the team, and the only way that's going to happen is if we kind of lead the charge. Which sucks because every time I'm in town, I want to go see either the Pirates, Penguins, or the Steelers play. And PNC Park is one of the best ballparks in America. The food's amazing, the drinks are amazing, but like something's got to give. Like, and if they're not going to change it, we got to be the ones to do it. So I 100% agree with Chuck.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
So, Chuck, thank you for coming on to Boys in the Burgh and talking about the Pittsburgh Pirates and about your music career. Thing. We're gonna have to talk a little bit more about that in the future too.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to hear some stories, we'll sit down. I mean, if it's not on a podcast and everybody's in town, we got to sit down and talk about those times. But yeah, no problem, man. It's always fun reminiscing a little bit.
Awesome. So, yep. So we'll be taking a break next week because our sister's getting married. So you will not see a new episode next week.
Oh, congrats to her.
Oh yeah,
last one.
Gonna be a fun time. And so, yep, I've been Chris.
I've been JJ, and that's been Chuck.
Yeah,
that's been me.
And we'll see Yins real soon.
Later, guys.